Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. We've got the acrylic on the page today, and I've got my palette, well, my plate, and I haven't washed the paint off because I thought I can use that. I looked at it and I thought, well, I could use a bit of that. Do another painting another day. The beauty of gouache is it is reactivated with water, just like watercolours. So, what I'm going to do, just get a bit of the blue and green. Bit of the blue and green. We'll start building things up. So I'm just going to be a bit creative today, just make things up. Maybe we can have a bit of green colour, bit of that green in the background. Some of it will just vanish a little bit. Bit of different colour in that. I'm going to throw in a bit of yellow, so I'll just grab a bit of yellow from this. I can make my decision on what I want to have light, what dark. Just make a choice. What kind of brush strokes do I want? Like I said, a lot of this will just fade away. Even got a little bit of reddish colour still on there. Put a few of those in there as well. Maybe just twist my brush here and there as well. Just create little background marks. Now I'm thinking I want some water in this as well. I'll go into the smaller brush. Going into the 1/2 inch graduate brush now. And I'm going to get some of this white that's here and some of this bluey green. So there's the bluey green and a little bit of white. And I'll start painting in some water. And we'll have our water coming from sort of here. We'll have it sort of flowing down here. Have it flowing out like that. Have a few rocks in the water. The water's flowing around. And it goes off into the distance. Maybe we can put in a few trees and things, and on the maybe I'll get a bit of a bluey yellowy colour. Thinking about this, I might get a little bit of yellow ochre actually. So I've got some yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. And I'm going to start building things up back there as well. Probably should have wiped my brush on the tea towel so there's less water. That's a bit better. A little less water in there. Just using my finger just to soften that. Get a little bit of burnt sienna. just to add a little bit more colour in there. Things starts fading away. It's actually a little bit lighter than what it shows on there. Might just see if I can increase the lighting a bit. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better now. Just increase the exposure a little bit. I'm going to pick up some more white in with my blue, and I'm just using this greeny sort of mix, just mixing it in with this. So I'm going to have like some splashy bits here around the rock that I'm going to put in there. And I'm going to have this sort of pull in there, and maybe there's another rock there. Just fall in there. And around there as well. Maybe I'll have a bit of a fall there. The water's just falling a bit. Nah. No, I don't want it to be a waterfall anymore. I just want the water to be flowing. Pick up some green and brown. I'm going to start putting where I'm going to put some big rocks. One right there. A few around here. Different colours on the rock. A little bit of blue and brown. A little bit of blue and brown. I can darken the rock on the side. So I'm going to start darkening that a bit more. So I can start getting some, just using like blue and brown, burnt umber and brown to do my darks. There, another rock there. Another one here. Can even use a bit of green in it, and not on the rock. A bit of algae or moss growing. Who knows? We can even grab some of this greeny yellow colours. Back there we can have some grass. Grass growing around there. Sort of just a different colour there. More green around where the water is. More flicks of the brush. can put in another rock, I think. Get some nice dark, and we'll have a rock. One there, and maybe one there. Another one there. Maybe a biggish one there. Get a bit of a green on it. On that rock, and this one. Got to design where the light's coming from as well. Gotta think about that. Gotta think about where the light's coming from, then I can start highlighting things a bit more. I'm going to carry on putting in some more rocks. Maybe there's one there as well. Let's get some blue and brown. Maybe there's one in front of that one. There's one there. Have a few rocks in the stuck out there. Even a rock there. Have them everywhere. See what this bluey black sort of does. I'm going to have the light coming this way, so I'm going to start shading rocks and things on one side. It helps to get an idea on where you want your light to come from, because then you can start just painting everything the way it should look. Because when you get like rocks and things, you get a darkness where the light's not making it around the bottom of the rock. And then obviously you get the light and dark as well, all the different types of light. So I can and you can decide whether you want it to be sunny. Do I want it to be sunny? Okay. And you can decide whether you want to use black as your dark, or blue, or red and black, or whichever you decide, you see. Whatever you decide. I might have a rock there. A few rocks. Dip into a little bit of yellowy green. Yellowy green. Try and pick up some lighter colour. Yeah, that's better. Get some of these light bits here. Growing around this. Bit more of the Naples yellow in my colour. A bit of light hitting that. Some of these rocks need a bit more light on them. Naples yellow, I like it. It's a great colour. Great colour. Bit of white, bit of dry colour now. It's quite dry, hitting in quite a few of those rocks. It's breaking a bit as well, which is good. Okay, so we've got a bit of light in the rock, which I like. We've got a good flow of water. Might put a tree in there as well. I think there'd be a tree growing. Wouldn't you think there'd be a tree? Maybe get some... Gonna get some brown and green. Oh, my book's moved. There we go. Some brown. I'm having to dig into it because it's dried up. I actually prefer it when it's still moist. It's easier to work with then. Just get a bluey browny green colour. Something like that. I'll have a tree. I think I'll have one growing right there. There's a branch there and a branch there. A branch there. And then we can think where's the light coming from again? It's this way, isn't it? So we can give it a bit of light on one side. Now we can, what I want to do, I want to get some light in the water. Use a bit of white and tiny bit of yellow ochre as well. Tiny bit of yellow ochre. I want to get some white going Imagine it sort of splashing. Maybe splashing here as well. Sort of running down. Maybe it's breaking there, coming down there as well. Maybe there is actually something there, it's hitting and then it's going off. Might have the water flowing around there a little bit. A bit more of the lighter blue. Just flowing down there. Maybe a bit more light there. More of a bit more of a sort of flow. Maybe there's a fall there. Sort of goes down and then flows out here. You can decide how you want it to look. What I want to do as well, a bit of this Naples yellow. And with this other yellow, I want to get some of this tree a bit more light. Just to pull it out, it's a little bit, maybe it's got a root growing along there. Pull that out, maybe that branch as well. Bit of light hitting that. And this branch maybe. Yeah, and I can get some more light on some of these rocks, picking up a bit more light on this rock here. Maybe there's a bit more on that one. Just use my finger to smudge it a little bit. Just quite lightly just pressing that just to get rid of some of it. I want to keep some, but not all of it. Yeah, something like that. Quite like that actually. I might put a little bit more grass. More grass around here. Bit of a yellowy, light yellow colour, just to put a little bit more light in some of these areas. Like there. Some changes. Yeah, and you can delve into more colours. You can have more colours in the water. I want a bit of a green in my water as well as the colour that's there. Yeah, I prefer that. I wanted it to have a bit more of a greenness to it. But now I'm going to have to put my light back in. There and there. We've got this here. Sort of thinking about a shadow that's behind some of the rocks as well. Not sure if I like this bit anymore. I want it to be more like that, I think. Like it's flowing rather than it's falling over. Right, now get myself some pure yellow. And green. Nice green. I just want to add a bit more colour into this grass. Because all this water would make the greenery really green, wouldn't it, you'd think? That's what I'm thinking. So I'll just tap it just to make it a little bit better. Yeah, that's quite nice. That is quite nice. I'll throw a little bit of white in that, and maybe I can put that on some other rock. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely works. Quite like it. Gives it that sort of a bit more of that strong algae kind of feel to it. I can sparkle some of that grass as well. I could even use this to thinking if I get this yellow slightly dulled, I can put it in this tree. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Get that tree in there. Yeah, I quite like this actually. It's quite a good little made up landscape. You could make different decisions. I'm thinking maybe there's a tree there. Sort of leant over slightly. Probably should put some leaves on the trees. I didn't even think of that. Don't want them to be too bright though. So what I might do, get some yellow and blue and... No, that is just what I didn't want. Bright ones. There we go, just throw some dark in it. A little bit of light just for this area. Yeah, I don't mind those. There's that branch there, isn't there? Maybe that's enough. Maybe I could add a tiny bit of light on that background tree as well. Just a tiny bit, just sort of along that one side. I don't want this tree to come out of the painting too much. Just keep him staying back there. But yeah, I think I'll finish there. I quite like it. It's quite a simple little painting, and you could do this. You could do better than this. Yeah, I think anyone that's watching could do better than this one. Pretty sure you could. Just putting a bit of yellow ochre in my branches there a little bit, just to bring them out. Bring out some of the leaves. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Quite enjoyed this one. It's quite a relaxing one, actually. It's been a relaxing one to do. A few like little twigs and stuff using this brush. All sorts in there. You can even put them in with light. Like there, maybe they've got some light on them. Yeah, before this becomes another painting that I keep saying I'm finished now. I think I probably will actually finish. Just put a little bit more light on that tree. I took a picture of a tree like this, with its roots all over the place. I've been meaning to paint it for ages. I'll have to find that picture. Put a little bit of warmth in the tree as well. Warm that one up. But yeah, I think I'll call that one finished. It's a little bit of a stream running down there. Like I said, you could paint this one. You could paint this. You could paint better than this. It's a good idea. It's a good relaxing one to do. And I'm going to call this one finished. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers. Bye.